Hello everyone, today I'll be doing a solo master run with Warlock, the mod Togetherness, and doing the no cheese method for the boss.
My programming tells me it's a very nice day. Really?
For my loadout, I'll be using Middle Tree Stormcaller for Warlock. We're going to use Chaos Reach. Next, I'll be using the new auto rifle you can get from Haunted Forest, a Braytech Werewolf with Vorpal Weapon and anti-barrier rounds. Next, I'll be using the Arsenic Bite with Explosive Head. Then next, I'll be using Xenophage for DPS on champions. For our helmet, we use double Machine Ammo Finder with Taking Charge, along with Large Weapon Loader, Enhanced Bow Loader, and Fireteam Medic. Then next I use High Energy Fire, Machine Gun Reserves, and Counter Charge. Then I use exotic Geomax Stabilizers with Double Machine Gun, Scavenger. So lastly I use Recovery Mod, Absolution, Rapid Rasputin. Alright, woo, we're gonna do a Warlock run. So we're gonna go on our Sparrow and we're gonna take down the ads. You can skip them on Warlock and Titan. But for this video, I wanted to just take down some ads and then have a Warmind cell and clear down the ads as much as I can. For this video, I did the non-cheese method for my Warlock. I would highly recommend you use the cheese method. I wouldn't recommend what you will see very soon at the boss fight. That was just me being the aggressive player. So I will talk about that very soon. So for the Infinite Forest, there's really nothing I could say too much about it. I would say just always throw your nade, always use DPS weapons to take down a Cyclops, and then there'll be RNG in the Infinite Forest. It's always different every run, no matter what I do. I always get a different platforms, different ads. There's either Hydra, Snipers, Fallen, pretty much anything, Harpies. So I would just say always shoot them from long range. Bow is very, very good. You can see my Warmind cell fell off, unfortunately. Yeah, you will see that a lot, especially doing a Warmind cell build. I would say just take your time using long range weapons. I wouldn't rush too much, especially with Togetherness mod, where it says Trepe in the pot, and where your health won't regain. It will take around 40 seconds, 50 seconds. And which is why I am using a Warmind build with Fireteam Medic, where I can get some healing back when I shoot the Warmind cell for this build. You can see here that I'm trying out the new auto rifle. So this is the only one so far that has a Vorpal weapon. And I will say that this weapon is really, really good. I was farming for this weapon for a couple of days, trying to get the right roll for it. And I would fully recommend to get this, especially on champions. But the thing about it is, next season the artifact can change, so I don't know if anti-barrier rounds for auto rifles will still be there for next season. So if it's not, then I would just say just save it until next time. And if Bungie decides to put all mods for the new seasons, including auto rifles, anti-barrier rounds, then I would say this will be the new meta for barrier champions, for legendary auto rifles, you know. And of course, we all heard with the no raid mods, they will be taking that away. Which honestly, I'm really happy about it. I honestly think they should put mods, raid mods, only in raids. But I'll talk about it next time. Not in this video, but you can see here that The forest is RNG, just take your time dealing with the forest. Now there is a mod where void damage increase and also grounded as well. So if you do jump, it takes around triple amount of your health. So for the love of the traveler and the speaker, do not jump. No, seriously, don't jump. It will kill you, especially the boss fight. I would say to be careful, especially if you have supers where it forces you to be in the air, like Chaos Reach. It would be super dangerous to use because you're in the air and you could get killed very, very fast. So I was clearing down the ads, and when you do clear down the ads, there's a wave of electric Pikachu of death, which I would recommend you stay away from it. So with using Xenophage, since it has a good range, you can take down the Cyclops from far away. That's what I was doing here. I was taking my time just to take it down very quickly. That way they won't shoot me one hit. They do kill you one hit, by the way, so that's why I fully recommend you take them down quickly as possible. There will be a wave of ads spawning as always. Always take your time with it. I'm having a little bad luck with the fours. I really hate the ones where they make you use this teleportation where you can go up like a little elevator. I don't like it. I hate it. You know, ads can kill you if you're in the air, and you will see very soon what I'm talking about. So now, since I cleared down the ads, we can finally start with the Nightfall. So yeah, Infinite Forest can be so annoying. Over here, I decided to skip some ads. I fully recommend you just skip them. There's really no point around this area. We're gonna go very soon to clear all the ads. Really no point. There's no champions around this specific platform. So you could just go around here, and always recommend not to jump. You can go around on the left side here. I was just trying to find the little platform you can jump, especially if you're on your Titan or Warlock. Of course, for Hunter, you can go here if you're not using Night Stalker. I go around to this platform. Then once I do that, I jump to that platform in front of there. You can see over here. Then I go to the teleportation. And then I like to take down the harpies. Now you could escape from the harpies, but the problem is the teleportation. You're going to be in the air and they can shoot you when you're in the teleportation. They can kill you, and they're using void attacks on you, so fully recommend to take them down. With explosive head, I would say it's better to use explosive head than vorpal weapon for this Nightfall, because it can take down the shields much more quicker with these ads. Once we clear down the ads, we're going to hit the box, go to the teleportation elevator, and deal with the barrier champions up ahead. So just like in our Hunter and our Titan, our other Warlock video, it's going to be almost the same strat. You take down all the harpies, then you go to the tree, behind the tree once you take down all the harpies. Here I was just making sure I take down all the harpies. So once I do that, I run and slide towards behind the tree. And now there will be a Hydra and some more harpies that'll be spawning in. I was trying to see if I can throw my nade to kill at least 1 or 2 harpies. So once we take that down, what I like to do is I like to take down the champion. And we're going to leave the Hydra alone for now. We'll be dealing with it later. So now I was trying out this new auto rifle, and it seems to be really good with anti-barrier champions. You can see here it melts the shield very quickly, which is very good. And you could just take it down with ease with Xenophage and auto rifle. So once again we use 2 Xeno, and with auto rifle, then once it's done I use auto rifle, I could throw my nade. You can also kill this anti-barrier by just using auto rifle as well by itself. So yeah, I was doing some little testing with the auto rifle. You can see here I was messing around a little bit with how strong it can be. And I will say that this auto rifle is very good. I'm very glad I farmed for the right role for this video. So now what we're gonna do is I like to go on top behind the rock, and we're gonna take down the Hydra. Here I decided to throw my nade. I thought it would kill it, but it didn't, unfortunately, so I had to use some of my heavy, and I was trying to save it for the mini Minotaur boss. So once I take down the box, I'm going to go over here and we're going to take down the other box where the Minotaur is shielded. Ads will spawn, so what I like to do is rush and hit the box quickly as possible before the ads spawn. Then I like to go over here and just run. I recommend you don't jump for the love of the traveler and the speaker. It will kill you. Then I use my super and just take down the mini boss. Then once I do that, I like to take down the box so all the ads can spawn in the near entrance. That way they won't push towards me and try to kill me. So once I did that, I can relax. And then I can proceed to the next section. And I could take my time killing the ads and hoping for RNG of heavy bricks. And of course, you can also use your bow to take them down too as long range. That was just saving my heavy and making sure these ads won't kill me, since with Togetherness we have to be super careful and play passive. We can't really go too much of aggressive player, especially with these Togetherness mod for this Nightfall. What I like to do is first take down the Heartbeast. It's around 2 to 3. They should pop any soon, and like I said in my previous video, sometimes they do that spinny attack and they spin to the right or left like Pokemon. Super annoying, but we got them, so finally. Here I was just thinking what to do. I decided to go around behind this wall and then take down the anti-barrier champion from here. So what I did is just use 2 Xeno and an auto rifle. And I will say this auto rifle is really fun to use. Once you take it down, you can go back to get some ammo, or you can proceed to take down the next anti-barrier champion. Here I decided to get some ammo, get some heavy, and I decided to go from the right side, and there will be another anti-barrier champion from the right side. For me, I like to take it down quickly. You can also use your super like Nova Bomb or any heavy DPS weapon when taking it down. So once I took it down, I canceled my super just to save 1 bar. then I decided to go and take down the next anti-barrier champion from the left side. So yeah, there's around 20 champions in this Nightfall. Now, another thing I like to mention is the Overload champions are bugged and laggy. So you will see very soon that I had to deal with a Overload champion that is super buggy, and it was super frustrating because I could have had 100k if that Overload was not being buggy. Plus, in this run, this was actually my test run, and I wanted to do some fun build for fun, and then I decided to upload this one. Also because this Nightfall will be removed, and honestly I got really tired of Togetherness, so I decided just to upload it and then finally be done with it for now until Bungie brings back this Nightfall. Which I'm not really sure when they'll bring it back. A year from now, 2 years from now, who knows, you know? So we took down all the harpies, and then 2 champions will walk from the left side. Quickly take down the first champion, then you can take your time with the second champion. Usually I do that way they won't mess up my DPS. The second barrier champion won't block my way with the anti-shield. So yeah, you can take your time with the second barrier champion, especially with the fire team. And this will be easy peasy for the fire team. So yeah, as you can see here, I was trying to save my heavy. I didn't want to use my xenophage at all, so I decided just to try to kill it with auto rifle. So once we take down the barrier champion, there'll be these explodey ads that recommend you kill them quickly. So now I was just going back to get some heavy. And also I like to say bows are really nice to use for this Nightfall. I know in my other videos I haven't used bows. I relied on overload grenades, but to be honest, I think bows are more safer to deal with champions because like I said in my Titan video, they're very, very buggy. Sometimes they're stunned, but they're not stunned to overload champions, and it's super annoying, it can be frustrating, they could kill you. Here I decided to take my time and take down the ads. Accidentally I stunned the overload champion, I did not mean to do that, just teleported out of nowhere. And like I mentioned, they are buggy, so you have to be careful with them. Here I decided to just take it down since it was already close by me. Then decided to use my War Mind Cell, get some healing back, and you can see a Vex, a goblin, threw a grenade and I almost died. So yeah, definitely annoying of Togetherness mod. Here I stunned the overload Minotaur or the champion, and then I took it down, used the finisher. And now we're gonna deal with more overload champions. Yay, this is gonna be fun, isn't it? So I went back to get some ammo, so I did a little time skip on that. We're gonna take down the box, and now we're gonna try our best to take down the box before the shield pops. So usually what I like to do is I like to shoot the auto rifle and try to shoot the box. You can see here, finally I shot it down and I broke the shield, and of course the overload Minotaur will go after you. You can see these overload Minotaurs are super laggy. I don't know how the doodles they teleport all the way back there. That is annoying. So there'll be around 3 more Overload champions, and of course we're gonna deal with 2 more barrier champions. They decided to put like over 5 champions in one room, which can be super annoying. Especially with Togetherness is on, you have to play passive, you have to be careful, play cautious. So now I'm just trying to bait the Overload champion. There are times where you saw I didn't see any Overload champions. Oh, they appear out of nowhere. So laggy, isn't it? Did you see that? I peeked at the left side. I only saw 1 Overload champion. Then I peeked again. I saw 2 Overload champions. It just doesn't make sense. I really hate this, and I hope Bungie fixes it. I really get so annoyed when it happens to me. So yeah, these Overload champions are super buggy, and I'm trying my best to be super careful with them. So I decided to use my super here, and hopefully I can kill it quickly. And then I cancel my super and decided to deal with the next champion. Yeah, there's more, unfortunately. So there's one more, and I had to bait it and make sure I can take it down with Zeno. So now I'm trying to lure it to my little safe spot, just in case if things go wrong. Now what I did is I waited. Then once I did that, took it down with Zeno. Now we're gonna deal with 2 more champions, barrier champions. So there was some heavy brick, and I was like, I guess I'm gonna get some. So I got some heavy brick, and I decided to go up here and go up on this platform so I could take down the barrier champion. Here I decided to firstly take down the first barrier champion as quickly as possible. It isn't really fun when both champions are shooting you and attacking you and popping their shield at the same time. It could be a headache. For me, I decided to quickly take down the first champion as quickly as possible. If you have super, just use your super. If you have Nova Bomb, use your Nova Bomb when it's done. So now we took down the champions. And once we take it down, you can see here this barrier champion is very stubborn, but not today. Barrier champion. So now we took it down, and I had to wait for my health a bit. And I was just looking for some ammo again to see if I can get some heavy, but unfortunately there was no heavy. I decided to move on and proceed to the next section.
Enough arc energy here to
so now over here, we're going to take down the ads and go on top of the tower. So we're going to kill the champions backwards. For me, I think that's the easiest way to take them down. Everyone has their own play style. For me, I just prefer to take down these ads because they do like to shoot you when you're trying to jump on the platforms. Then once I take them down, you can see here, I was throwing my nade, but the wall got in my way, unfortunately. It can happen, it happens to many of us. You know, there are times where, you know, you can mount and top yourself from the wall, the corner wall. You know, it happens. So I like to jump around this platform. Then once I do that, I like to take down the Overload champion. Now, this Overload champion was buggy, and you'll see example very soon. Super weird. It happened to me. I would say this is like my 5th time I had to deal with this Overload champion where you stun it and then it immediately heals back no matter what you do. So you can see here it was healing even though I was using my bow constantly. This Overload champion did not want to die. This is something it does in Corrupted, which I really hate that Nightfall so much. And there are a lot of Overload champions that do a similar thing as this one. So yeah, this was a big bug that I had to deal with, and another reason why I messed up my 100k. You can see this was killing my time, and I was trying to figure out a way to take it down. So I decided to try to do super. And guess what? Didn't work. You could see here it was trying to regain his health. And then guess what happened? For some reason I fixed the bug. And now it started to work with just constantly shooting with a bow. You can kill it by itself, you know. Yeah, really Bungie. So yeah, this is an example of being Bungie. And for some reason when using my super, I somehow fixed the bug. So yay, I fixed it. So there you go, guys. Perfect example. If something goes wrong, just use your super to fix the bug. Maybe that will work. Maybe, I don't know. It happened to me over here. So yeah, that's another reason why I didn't want to farm this run as well. I could have farmed a run to get platinum and 100k, but then I was thinking about the Overload champion bugs, the lag and the bug with them, and I said nah. I mean, and plus I was exhausted, and plus they're gonna take away this Nightfall for next season, so I thought nah, it's okay, no big deal. And it was Togetherness, and it makes the run slow, so I just said yeah, I guess that'll be it for the Warlock and for the Nightfall for this week. So I quickly took down the first champion, and now you can take your time with this champion. This champion can shoot you from this little platform. Fully recommend to also kill and take down this barrier champion. I don't know why this barrier champion is so aggressive. And like I said before, try not to jump in this Nightfall. Be super careful. I don't want you guys to comment below and say, Blitz, I didn't give the love for the traveler speaker and I jumped at the boss fight and died. So what happened? Why did I die? We don't want that to happen. And also I don't want your fire team to all die in one hit if all of you are jumping. Okay, so now here's a perfect example of why not to jump and why it's buggy this Nightfall. So I was getting ready to go to teleportation. I did a little time skip as well because something went wrong here. And this is another reason why I didn't want to farm too much for this week. So the teleportation got me in red. Ads spawned. I got the hell out of there. I had to run for my life. Then I had to wait for like 30 seconds, 40 seconds, and then try again and jump over the teleportation because it almost killed me one hit. Now if it was Grandmaster, that could kill me one hit. So what have we learned today? I learned that those teleportation portals are dangerous, and I would recommend you jump really high so you won't get killed by them. Over here you can take down the goblin sniper from the invisible wall by using only anti-barrier rounds. Now for this barrier champion you can take it down quickly. Fully recommend. This guy likes to shoot from far away. Once you do that, there will be ads spawning if you go past the stairs. I was just double checking if all the ads were clear and if there was a way I can shoot that down, but unfortunately I couldn't, not with just an auto rifle. So I wanted the harpies to spawn so I could take them down. So you could take them down with the bow with explosive head. and it works very wonderful for these harpies. I want to take down the sniper quickly, so I use Zeno, and now we're going to deal with more champions. So there's going to be 2 barrier champions, and then 2 overload champions. So yeah, we're going to deal with so many champions in this room too. So I have mentioned before in my Titan video, and in my Warlock, especially my Titan video, these overload champions are super buggy. Sometimes when you stun, especially with overload nates, you hear the stun, you hear the animation, but they're not stunned, and it's super laggy. And if that happens to you, that means Bungie got you. And it has gotten me too. I got Bungie many times in my run. And like I said, it's something that Destiny or Bungie needs to fix, especially for this Nightfall. So hopefully next time when we do get in Garden World back, a year or 2, hopefully that will be fixed. And I will be very happy. Now over here we have to deal with more ads, and there'll be Void, Shield, Minotaurs. You can take them down with Senna. You can take down the shield, and then you can use Finisher. And of course, sometimes these goblins do follow you if they are in low health. Oh, you can use your finisher as well, but I highly don't recommend you do that, because when they die, they have these electric pulls of Pikachu death where you do not want to be near it because they will kill you. So now I was just trying to make sure I took down all the ads. There was one from far away, but it was behind the shield, unfortunately. So I decided to pull back because Overload, well, because of the barrier champion was shooting me from far away, which it was super weird. I don't know how it could shoot me from that angle. I was behind a wall, but for some reason, it decided to go Grandmaster mode. Here, I decided to take down the Overload Minotaur as quickly as possible. I did not want to mess with it. So yes, these Overload champions can be sneaky, buggy, laggy, and it's super annoying. So once we took down all the Overload champions, it's safe to push towards the barrier champion. Here, I decided to just make a double scout to see if there are more ads, and there was. And I was trying to shoot them. You can see here, I'm trying my best to shoot them. There's like a weird invisible wall, or either they're behind a shield and I can't shoot them. 2 ways. So I decided to take down this barrier champion, and this one took me a while. I didn't want to use all my heavy. I wanted to save my heavy for the other Overload, well, the other barrier champion. Here I was trying to find a way if I can take it down without getting hit. You can see here I'm just trying to be super cautious with this Overload. I wanted to take it down quickly. So I did stun it, but the problem is I don't see the hitbox. So I try my best to take it down quickly with just an auto rifle, and try to be a bit careful with its attack too, since it's void, and void damage is increased for this Nightfall. So yeah, you can see I was also trying out the new auto rifle. And I really like it. It's probably going to be my favorite weapon to use for champion. And probably next season if anti-barrier rounds is still available for auto rifles. If not, I'm just going to store in the vault, you know. So now we took down all the ads. There's gonna be a mini Minotaur. For me, I decided to wait so I could take it down quickly. Since this guy will follow you and will try to melee attack you. As you saw, it tried to, but not today. So once I did that, I decided to use my super to take down the overload. Well, the mini boss, Minotaur. Now we can take down the barrier champion. This one is pretty simple to kill. You could just hug the wall a bit and then take down the barrier champion with your bow and auto rifle. For me, I didn't want to use my Zeno. You can see I only had one ammo, unfortunately. So I decided to just use my auto rifle and my bow. So yeah, you can see here I'm just taking my time taking down the barrier champion with just auto rifle and bow. So yeah, this is fun. This may take a while. So yeah, this is what happens when you don't have any heavy, which is okay. I don't mind at all of trying to take it down. I mean, if this was Legend, then this will be very bad, because I had mentioned in my other videos that Legend is harder than Master for going 100k, because you gotta go aggressive player or no 100k for you, and Garden World is pretty tough to get 100k, to be honest. Yeah, I remember I had to do so many runs, so many farming runs just to get 100k for Garden World. For Legend, I mean for Master, you can go slow and steady wins the race and you can still get Platinum in 100k. For here, it's Togetherness mod, so it does make you play a little bit more slower. Now we took down the ads, so I'm gonna go on top of that platform. Here I decided to push and quickly go to the other back way before these ads spawn. So just like with the Warlock and Titan, you can also use a sword here too. I decided to jump over here and take cover of my life. So in my last video I said this is like a good safe spot, and it is. So I did a time skip here because I was waiting for my other rift to come back just in case things go wrong. Highly recommend just wait for the wanted enemy to escape. So I was waiting for like a minute, probably around a minute, for this wanted to go away so I could deal with the 2 overload champions. Now one will push you and fully recommend you take it down quickly. So I did that for this run, stunned it quickly, use my super, and hopefully it won't lag. Sometimes they do lag. Then I jump around this platform and waiting for my healing rift again. So there'll be another time skip. I didn't want to die, to be honest. I wanted to get this Nightfall done. So yeah, drifting the pod kind of makes you play slow and passive, so yeah. Now for an easier run, if going for Voidwalker, if going for Void Warlock, then this will be so much easier with oppressive grenades, with reverse hold, exotic gauntlets. You know, you can spam your nades, you can kill the Overload Minotaurs much more faster than the subclass I'm using. For me, I decided to go for this for fun, because honestly I got sick of using Void subclasses. Now I'm waiting for this overload to push towards me. It was being a little shy. It was thinking about it. I was trying to use my bow, but this overload Minotaur did not want to die. Finally, it walked towards me, pushed towards me, and then I could take it down with Xenophage. Once I took it down, I just get out of this platform. No point of killing the Hydra, so I decided to just move on. You know, no point of killing the ads there. You know, just want to get this Nightfall done. Want to get the boss done, everything to go. Alright, so for this one I decided doing the non-cheese boss method. I do highly recommend you do the cheese method for this run. This run was just me being the aggressive player because I got fed up with Togetherness mod. I got sick of using the cheese boss method because I already did it in my Warlock, Titan, and Hunter in my other videos, and I decided to do something new for this Nightfall. Plus this Nightfall's gonna be removed, so I might as well do something different lastly, for now, until it comes back, the Nightfall. Here I decided to take down the ads, and once I clear down the ads, then I'll do DPS on the boss. Now, for the love of the traveler and the speaker, please do not jump. It will kill you. If you jump, right, especially for Warlocks, I know for Warlocks you're floaty. If you jump right in the air and you're floating around, especially if you're a noble, if you're trying to hold your grenade, right, and you're floating in the air, this boss will melt you in one hit. So highly recommend you don't do that. And for your fire team, tell them not to jump. Alright, just say don't jump, please. It will kill you. So in my LFG, I have seen many players that jump and they all die. Then I had to save the day, which I didn't like so much because usually in LFG I want to relax. I don't want to play solo, you know. But yeah, definitely be careful for this Nightfall. You can see here I did some DPS on the boss, then ads spawned in, cleared down the ads, and then I did more DPS on the boss again. And then it will move later on. So now I decided to do DPS on the boss. When I do some damage on the boss will move and ads will spawn. So when he does move, I quickly go to the other side. As you can see here, I quickly went to the other side because the boss will move and kill me and I don't want that to happen. There will be goblins and snipers and they like to throw grenades. Here I decided to use my War Mind Cell, and you can see here to be super careful. This boss is very stubborn and it can kill you from around this area too if you're not careful. So over here I was thinking what to do. I decided to do more DPS on the boss so ads can spawn. So once ads spawn, you can clear down the ads, and I'll be using my super very soon, and I would recommend you be super careful when using your super. And this is something that I would not do. Be super careful. So now I decided to use a healing rift very soon, but first there were some ads I had to deal with, and I was just making sure they won't mess up my DPS on the boss. Those ads can throw grenades, so I'm always super cautious of them. They can throw their nade when you're behind a wall, so I always take them down quickly as possible. I don't leave them alone. So now I'm gonna pop my healing rift and I'm gonna use my super. Like I said, this is very dangerous to do. Just wanna let you guys know. You can see here, I almost died there. If that wall wasn't there, if I didn't move a little bit, I would have died. Then that boss could have shot me. Now over here, there'll be 2 shielded minotaurs. And what we're gonna do is take down all the ads. The ads are the ones that are gonna mess you up. So fully recommend you take down all the ads and then you can shoot down, kill 1 minotaur. And then go to the next one. First I was trying to kill these goblins. these gold bars. But this Minotaur was not happy, so I had to lure it around here. That way I can do some DPS on the goblins. See here, I'm trying to take them down, but this Minotaur was shooting me. So I was trying to take down the last one. So once I did, I decided to go. I decided to pull back because the Minotaur shot me and I was red health. And you can see there I shot a Warmind cell to get some health back. So once I lured around this platform, I decided to run and deal with the set of ads on the other side. So yeah, I ran for my life there. I ran for my life. And of course the electric death, I would highly recommend you stay away from it. Now we're gonna take down or shoot down the box, and then we're gonna quickly take down this this Minotaur. So once I do that, I decide to shoot my Warmind cell to get some health back, and then I ran. I did not jump. Highly recommend you don't jump, especially on Warlock. So I ran towards the other bubble, and now I was waiting for my health. Now this, like I said, fully recommend just shoot down the box and go to this cheese spot. I wouldn't recommend you go where I did. I just wanted to kill the boss quickly because I was tired and I was sick of the Togetherness mod holding me back for this run. So what I did is I shoot down the box, I quickly went up to this platform, pop a healing rib, then I use my super. So I used my super, of course, through my nade, and I had to quickly take it down as much as I can with my super. Then once I do that, I switch to Zeno and shoot it as much as I can before my healing rift will be vanishing. Then I went around back in this wall, and hopefully the Minotaur won't kill me. And it was still shooting me. It was pissed off. It said, "Blitz, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to do the cheese spot, Blitz. What the hell?" So there you go, guys. That's how I did my platinum rank and my master run with Warlock. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like I said, highly recommend you do the cheese spot. I wouldn't go the method I did. It's very dangerous. That's me being the aggressive player. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.